Cancer is a continuously growing global health problem that poses major challenges, most especially in developing countries. Find out how this international distributor of innovative health products came up with a series of solutions to help increase a patient's chance to survive the odds. In 2020, the Philippines hit a record of 354,398 prevalent cancer cases within a 5-year period. But because of poor access to health care, especially for people living below the poverty line, the advances and breakthroughs in cancer remain unattainable to many.
Cancer refers to a group of diseases that's characterized actually by cell growth, abnormal cell growth and proliferation, inflammation, as well as angiogenesis or formation of new blood vessels. It always starts with mutation in the genome or the genetic makeup of a person inside the cell. Before PPARs, most of my patients, they were unable to finish the chemotherapy regimens because of the side effects and because of discomfort during the process of chemotherapy.
Maria's son Dominic was diagnosed with stage 4 rhabdomyosarcoma when he was only 4 years old. While coping with the recovery of her other sick child, Maria found it hard to accept Dominic's condition.
It was actually very devastating kasi with Dominic, it was manifested mga 4 years old na siya eh. Unlike dun sa daughter ko na congenital talaga, baby pa lang. Yung mga bandang September, meron ng umuumbok-umbok dito sa leeg niya. Hindi ko talagang iniisip na cancer kaagad siya until nag-nosebleed siya.
Dominic was prescribed chemotherapy, but his family insisted to rush to an integrative doctor to seek for alternative cure.
Medyo hesitant ako kasi as a mother, I know the side effects ng chemotherapy kasi. So what I did is that I rushed towards the integrative doctor of my daughter, who happened to be PPAR partner doctor of Jansen and Mr.
One of the hardest decisions to make for people living with cancer is choosing the kind of treatment that would work best. To help patients and their families deal with this growing health problem, one company commits to producing safe, credible, and natural health solutions by drawing on the latest bioscience technology to deliver a series of safe, efficient, and natural products. What is Simply Nature and what does it do?
Simply Nature is a company we created and founded about 10 years ago. Our mission is to find effective health solutions for people. So we provide natural products that work in combination with conventional therapy and medicine.
As an international company that provides natural solutions for cancer, metabolic syndrome, and degenerative diseases, the management upholds a health philosophy that centers on whole food nutrition as the frontier in health management.
When we talk about choosing treatment, especially in the area of cancer, patients are really afraid of chemotherapy because of its side effects, and they tend to then look towards natural products. But this is not a either conventional or natural choice. At Simply Nature, patients can have the best of both worlds. Our protocols work with conventional chemotherapy to minimize its side effects so that they can get the best treatment using both conventional and natural together.
Cancer is like a virus. It continuously evolves, it mutates. So it can develop defenses against our usual treatment modalities like chemotherapy.
Like I said, chemotherapy and radiation therapy have a lot of side effects. So more often than not, patients stop their treatment because of these side effects. It's very important to have the support.
With the supplements that we give the patients, there will be lesser side effects, so they will be able to finish their chemotherapy protocols more comfortably.
This company introduced PPARs, which is touted as one of the best natural ways of solving serious health problems.
PPARs stands for peroxisome proliferator activating receptors. It's basically a nuclear receptor found inside the cells. Now, when these receptors are activated, the benefit that you can get from that is, number one, cellular differentiation. Number two, it's to promote fatty acid metabolism. If you have better insulin function, your blood sugar will naturally go down. And another one is to induce cancer cell death by modulating the immune system.
As a sole distributor of PPARs, the company promotes its use to many reputable health institutions worldwide and actively organizes corporate health conferences and public health talks in Asia.
Simply Nature PPARs is made out of a special strain of these types of microalgae. It is very effective by protecting the bone marrow. We maintain the integrity of the immune system of the patient, which is very important to prevent infections and to fight off the cancer itself. And also, Simply Nature PPARs is also very dense in nutrients so that the patient can recover faster because of better cellular healing.
Sabi ko parang na-lead kami to an extraordinary and I must say amazing journey. I'm very proud of him. At a young age, na 8 years old, he believed that it's his purpose to siguro encourage other people then. We would like to really pay it forward with the knowledge that there's really, like Simply Nature, that can help people with cancer very much.
When fighting cancer, living healthy is very important because it allows us to pursue what is important to us in life, and that's what it's all about. When we can help a patient move from being bedridden to getting up, to be lucid in thought so that they can have conversations with their loved ones, it gives the whole process of fighting cancer a whole new meaning. And that is what drives us at Simply Nature.
Hello po, ako nga po pala si Ronaldine Rosales Batalier, 23 years old at ako po ay taga Bicol, Albay. Na-diagnose po ako nung taong 2015, which is ito po yung mixed germ cell tumor sa ovary. Stage 1 po ako nung diagnose ako. Tinanggal po agad yung right ovary ko noon. May nakakita sa akin na taga doon sa amin, sabi niya, what if try ko daw sumali ng contest? May sakit ako yun. Sabi ko, sige baka sakaling kahit paano may pandagdag kami sa gastos namin. Then noong 2017 po, yun na po, pabalik-balik yung lagnat ko. Siguro mga 2 weeks hindi ako nawawalan ng lagnat. Tapos yun na, pag-check up ko kasi lumaki po yung tiyan ko. Doon ko po nalaman na yung cancer ko daw, numerous to count na siya. Yung sakit sobra pa, yung nararamdaman ko likod and sa stomach ko. Ganun po lumaki po yung tiyan ko, hirap na hirap po ako. Nagawa po yung nakalatan na din yung lungs ko. Yung sa liver ko, kaya daw po lumaki yung tiyan ko, gawa ng sa liver po. Hindi na masyado nagpa-function yung mga organ ko sa loob ng tiyan. Yun po, ni-repair na po kami sa child house. And then, nung start na nag-chemo ako, doon na po kami tumira. Nag-stay na po sa child house. Akala ko okay na, wala na mangyayaring operasyon ulit. Pero nagulat po ako kasi every monthly check-up na lang po ako. Umuwi lang po ako sa amin tapos nagsusuka na naman ako. Akala ko kung ano na naman po yun. Yung dumi, nilalabas ko sa bibig na. Sabi ko, ano na naman to pa? Kaya na naman tayo, sisimula na naman tayo. May nakita daw po ulit na bukol sa diaphragm. Iyak na naman po ako. Sabi ko, hindi pa nga magaling yung sa ibang organ ko. Tapos ito na naman. Po as of now, wala na po akong treatment and may tumor pa po ako sa diaphragm. And lately, may nakita na naman daw po sa akin ng gallstone sa may gallbladder ko. Napansin ko po talaga, start po uminom ako nung Simply Nature, which is yung powder and tablet po na PPARs. Para pong, pag nainom ko na po siya before ako matulog, pag nakakainom po ako, parang nare-relieve, parang nare-relax po yung katawan ko. Siguro mga 2 days after na take ko po yung gamot, parang napansin ko na parang everyday na ako nagbabawas. Kasi po talaga dati, siguro sa isang linggo, 3 beses lang po ako nagbabawas. And nakita ko po talaga yung good feedback agad ng gamot na ininom ko. Kasi yun nga po, parang pag nainom ko po siya, parang yung sa loob ko na may something ako naririnig na tumutunog. And after yun po, nagbabawas na po ako. And parang ang gaan po sa pakiramdam. And parang medyo po nabawasan yung bloated ko sa tiyan. Start po nung uminom po ako. About po dito sa PPARs powder po, tinitake ko po siya every after meal. And based sa protocol po na ibigay po sa akin ni Doc Jansen, pag morning, which is 5 scoop, nilalagay po sa ilalim ng dila, and antayin mo po yun matunaw. Pag gabi naman po, tinitake ko siya after dinner, which is 4 scoop naman po siya. Kasi sa protocol po is kailangan everyday makatake ako ng 9 scoop. So, kapag po, based po sa observation ko, kapag po naiinom ko po itong PPARs powder,
Parang yung something na tumutunog po talaga sa tiyan ko na parang may something, parang kiniklense na yung sa loob ng tiyan ko. And after po nun, magbabawas na ako. So parang after ko pong magbawas nun, parang feeling ko sobrang gaan ng pakaramdam ko sa tiyan ko. Tungkol naman po sa PPARS Plus tablets naman po, based sa protocol po na ibinigay po sa akin ni Doc Jansen, ano po siya, kailangan everyday makatake po ako ng 30 tablets. So sa protocol po na sinusunod ko, iinumin ko po siya with empty yung stomach ko. Pag morning, pagkagising ko, ito po talaga agad yung iniinom ko. 15 tablets sa morning, and after naman po, same, kailangan empty din yung stomach mo. 15 sa morning, ng pagkagising ko, and 15 sa evening after dinner ko before ako mag-sleep. Kasi yun nga po, mas pinipili ko siya after dinner na lang po siya inumin para po agad, pag nainom ko po siya, yun nga po, nare-relieve yung katawan ko, parang mabilis po ako nakakatulog, and naiiwasan ko po yung insomnia na lagi ko pong nararanasan noon po, lalong-lalo na po nung after po ako mag-chemo. So yun. Daily routine ko, yun, gumigising ako ng umaga for exercise kasi yun din yung advice sa akin ng doktor ko. Kailangan may regular exercise ako and pagkain ng mga masustansya pagkain. And yun nga po, nabanggit ko last time na mahilig talaga ako magluto. Yun po talaga, kapag kumakain po kami sa office, talagang ako po yung luluto po para sa pagkain po namin ng ibang mga kasamahan ko pasyente. As of now, thankful po ako kasi isa po ako sa nakatanggap ng scholarship sa isang magandang universidad dito sa Manila. Isa po sa nag-udyok sa akin para kumuha ako ng kursong education is yung mga bata po na kasamahan ko dito. So, nakikita ko po yung hirap ng papa ko. So, sinasabi ko sa sarili ko na hindi ako kailangan panghinaan ng loob. Kasi yung papa ko, nilalaban niya ako eh. Pero ako that time po kasi kapag naiisip ko yung taning ko, parang ang sakit po. Like, nakikita ko yung papa ko na lumalaban. Pero yung katawan ko, pakiramdam ko po kasi sumusuko na kahit yung utak ko, yung puso ko gusto ko lumaban. Hindi matutumbasan ng pasasalamat yung nagawa sa akin ng papa ko kasi talaga sobrang bait ng papa ko.
And nung November po is nag-CT scan po ako. Doon ko po nalaman na may nakita daw po na bagong tumor po sa akin. So that time syempre naisip ko na okay na ako tapos may nakita na naman po ulit na bago. So I am so thankful po kasi nung December po is nakilala ko po kayo. Nakilala ko po sila Mr. Shyan, sila Doc Jansen po at ang Simply Nature staff po na alam ko pong nakatulong po talaga sa akin. And yun nga po, nung nakita po na parang bad yung result ng CT scan ko, and after po ng December, bali po after December po, and until June, July, bali nakatatlong CT scan po ako. At nakita ko po talaga yung improvement po ng result ng CT scan and ultrasound ko po. And I'm so happy po na nitong latest na CT scan ko nung July, tuwang-tuwa po si Doc Jansen kasi talagang nakita po niya na lumiit po talaga yung tumor. Masayang-masaya po ako doon. Siguro kung wala yung Simply Nature, siguro yung tumor na nakita po sa akin, I think siguro po mas lalala po siya. Kasi yun nga po ang sabi nila, kapag na-stress yung pasyente, mas lalo po yung nagtitrigger yung cancer po. Kaya yun nga po, maraming salamat po talaga sa Simply Nature. Kasi kung hindi po dahil sa inyo, siguro hanggang ngayon stop pa rin po ako sa pag-aaral. Ngayon po, gusto ko lamang po pala ipaabot ang aking pasasalamat kila Doc Jansen and Mr. Shyan. Maraming salamat po talaga kasi alam ko po talaga nakatulong po siya sa akin at alam ko pong mas lumakas po ako. And sabi nga po ni Doc Jansen na kahit slowly siya, sure naman po talaga na gagaling po ako. Kaya maraming salamat po sa walang sawang pag-support po sa akin.
Good evening to our attendees for tonight. My name is Jessa, and you are watching another episode of Simply Nature webinar powered by SMG or Simply Healed Medical Group. Last week, Thursday, that's December 7, we discussed about suggested holiday feast for Christmas. Since the festive seasons of gift giving is fast approaching, and mind you guys, it's only 11 days before Christmas. We only have few days to prepare for presents. In this special webinar tonight, we aim to spread joy and inspiration by sharing unique gift ideas designed to bring comfort, warmth, and encouragement to those undergoing cancer treatment. Discover thoughtful and practical gift ideas that resonate with the unique needs and preferences of cancer patients. From cozy stuff to wellness items, we have created a list that reflects the spirit of the season. To provide valuable insights, we're sure you guys already miss him since he's not with us last Thursday. We have an international speaker on a wide range of topics from personal success to healthcare, who is also the founding director of Simply Nature International. Our PPARS expert from Singapore, you all know him no other than Mr. Shyan Lim.
Hi everyone. Early Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody. But I'll be saying that for the next three programs. Okay. So just to let everybody know, on the 21st and the 28th of December, we will still have our regular program. We made a commitment and we're excited to stick to it. So every Thursdays, we are still going to have Simply Healed. So even during the Christmas season and holiday season, please tune in. It might be a good break from all your Christmas parties. Or you might be resting at home, so do join us. Tonight, Dr. Jansen is going to share. Is it Dr. Jansen? Dr. Jansen is going to share about 12 gift ideas for your health. So remember, immediately after this, we have our usual AMA Ask Me Anything segment. That's the most popular segment. That's the segment where you can ask us all your questions, all the health issues that you may have. It doesn't have to be what we are talking about this episode. And once again, early Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all our viewers, for those who won't be able to join us for the next 2 weeks. But those who can, don't forget, we will still be on throughout the holiday season. So let me hand the time back to Jessa as she introduces Dr. Jansen.
Thank you, Sir Shyan. We really miss your presence here on our webinar. Now it's time to hear from another expert. He is a graduate from St. Luke's Medical Center, College of Medicine. He is a diplomat of the International Board of Lifestyle Medicine and the Philippine College of Lifestyle Medicine. He is also an integrative medicine doctor, the president of Simply Healed Medical Group, and a consultant at Alta Integrative Medicine and Wellness Complex at Perpetual Health Medical Center, Las Piñas, where he manages patients with cancer and metabolic illnesses. Let's all welcome Dr. Jansen Kalalan. Hello, Doc Jansen.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simply Healed.
I'm glad everybody's watching tonight. Yeah, I hope you do get to learn a lot from the webinar tonight. Okay, so I'll give back the floor to Jessa.
Thanks, Doc Jansen. Now, moving forward, let us unwrap these holiday gift ideas and watch this video.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simply Healed webinar, your longest running cancer care webinar on social media, with the holiday season just around the corner. Today's video is dedicated to those who have family members or friends going through cancer treatment. We've curated a list of 12 healthy and thoughtful Christmas gift ideas that can bring comfort and joy during this challenging time. So let's dive in. First up, we have a nutrition subscription box. What better way to ensure your loved one gets the nourishment they need than a box filled with healthy and delicious snacks or meals tailored to their dietary needs? Staying hydrated is crucial, especially during treatment. Gift a stylish water bottle or hydration system to make sipping water a breeze. Comfort is key, and that's why we recommend soft, comfortable pajamas and cozy blankets, perfect for rest and recovery. Next, consider subscribing to Simply Nature's YouTube channel, Facebook, and other social media platforms. It's a wonderful way to increase your knowledge about your illness and a great guide on how to make the right decisions on choosing your treatment and medical protocols. Gentle exercise is beneficial for both body and mind. Items like resistance bands, yoga mats, weights can support a safe and effective recovery exercise. Create a calming atmosphere with an aromatherapy diffuser. Choose soothing scents like lavender or chamomile to bring a sense of peace and relaxation. A cookbook filled with nutritious plant-based recipes designed for those going through cancer treatment can inspire healthy and enjoyable meals. Put together a basket with a selection of foods known for their cancer-fighting properties. Think berries, nuts, and green tea and Simply Nature Pea-Pars tablets. For those experiencing hair loss due to treatment, consider stylish and comfortable hats, scarves, or turbans to boost their confidence and keep them warm. Virtual or in-person classes like Simply Healed webinars and navigating the cancer journey can provide both physical and mental benefits. Buying them tickets to such events is a fantastic way to show your support. Help your loved one monitor their daily activity, sleep, and overall well-being with a fitness tracker or smartwatch. Finally, create a spa day at home with a basket filled with items like bath salts, soothing lotions, and a cozy robe, a pampering experience they can enjoy in the comfort of their own space. Remember, when selecting a gift, it's crucial to consider the individual's preferences, any dietary restrictions, and their current stage of treatment. Always check with the person or their caregiver to ensure the chosen gifts align with their needs and preferences. The thought and care you put into your selection will undoubtedly make these gifts even more meaningful. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with those who might benefit, and subscribe for more content. Now, it's time for your questions. Please feel free to ask anything during our Ask Me Anything segment coming right up.
Hope you guys got some few ideas on what to give on your family who's battling with cancer this holiday season. For those of you who wish to have a consult with Doc Jansen Kalalan, the link to schedule an appointment is in the description box and comment section below. Our pretty healthcare specialist Beth will reach out to you shortly. Okay, I am thrilled to have such an interactive audience tonight. I can see here from the screen that questions start to line up. To our other attendees, please feel free to put your questions at the comment section below and let's keep the conversation going. But first, I would like to shout out to our avid viewers, Miss Lily Lu from Malaysia, Edna Alarcon from Bicol. Your participation made today's webinar a hit. I would also like to greet our new viewers, Nora Payoyo from Tarlac and Miss Jeneline from Taguig. I'm excited to feed our minds with new learnings tonight, and I can see a lot of questions coming up thrown privately. Now, to answer your questions, let us navigate health information with confidence, anchored by the insights of our experts. Whether you're seeking advice on specific gift choices or looking ways to support a loved one, our experts are here to provide guidance. May I call on Mr. Shyan Lim and Dr. Jansen Kalalan? Without further ado, let's start and the live AMA or Ask Me Anything portion. Okay. First question coming from a health worker at Lucena City. Anong bukol po yung cancerous? Movable po ba o yung hindi movable? I guess
Okay,
Doc Jansen can answer this one.
yes. For cancers, no, especially tumors, typically, no, malignant ones are non-movable. Pero hindi to lahat, ha. Not all tumors which are movable are benign. Okay? Movable tumors, tumors which are movable, although it's a character of a benign, no, mass. sometimes it can also be malignant. Okay, so this is not a hard and fast rule that we follow. So it just gives the doctor an idea um, where does this tumor leans, no? Is it more of malignant or more of benign? Okay, but in general, okay, again, if the mass is non-movable, so it moves or it doesn't move with the skin, okay, that is a sign of malignancy. Okay.
Um, Thank you, Doc Jansen. Another question from our breast cancer patient from Bicol. How to lessen the pain during chemotherapy?
Very difficult. Okay, so typically we only rely on pain relievers. However, I've discovered that ozone therapy can actually improve or lessen the pain. Lessen the pain. No? So, I've used ozone therapy to a lot of my cancer patients, especially when they're undergoing chemo or radiation. So typically, without ozone therapy, they complain, right? And sometimes we do give pain relievers, but most often than not, it's not enough. Okay? And of course, the patient um can be quite worried that he or she might develop resistance to the pain relievers or get addicted to the pain relievers. Okay, so which is a valid concern. So now I've looked into ozone therapy. Ozone therapy is a kind of oxygen therapy. Okay, so we give patients an oxygen ozone mixture. All right. Then when we do administer this, we get immunomodulatory effects and antioxidative effects. Okay, and with the antioxidative effects of ozone therapy, pain can sometimes be lessened. Okay. So yeah, and that's just one of the benefits, though, that we can get from ozone therapy. Other one is that ozone therapy can make chemo-resistant tumors. So meaning tumors that are resistant to the effect of the chemotherapy, it can make them more. It can make them sensitive again, so that the chemotherapy becomes effective against the tumor. Okay, so that's just one. Another one is to it makes the your blood flow um, it, everywhere in your body, no, it improves blood flow in general. And of course, this is oxygen therapy. It makes you more energetic. It gives it can stimulate the healing processes of your body. Okay, so that's why ozone therapy is really being used um, in other countries together with chemo. Okay, so that's one of the benefits.
Thank you, Doc Johnson, for the insights about the process of undergoing chemotherapy. For sure, our patients watching from their homes right now will get an insight and knowledge from that. Okay, next question. It was thrown privately by our viewers tonight. This is from Mr. Joel. What is the best preparation prior surgery and chemotherapy? I'm afraid that these procedures will weaken my body.
Okay, so prior to these two procedures, lifestyle change is the first step. Okay, lifestyle change meaning you have to eat properly, you have to exercise, especially exercise. Okay, a lot of studies have shown that if a cancer patient is physically active prior to initiating chemotherapy, even during chemotherapy, the side effect is lessened. The patient's general or health related quality of life, it's much better. It can also lessen fatigue. Okay, so this is very important that you exercise, be physically active. Don't be afraid of exercising, even if you have cancer. This is the right mindset, no? And the wrong mindset is that um, hey, I have cancer, so I have to rest. No, that's not the way to do it. You only have the license to become sedentary if you cannot walk already or if you are in pain. Okay, so that's just one. In preparation for surgery, of course, you have to eat right. Make sure that your immune system is functioning well. Yeah, that's basically it. No? And of course, you can um, try Nature PPARs together with the proper lifestyle change to make your body healthier. Even after the surgery, you can still take Simply Nature PPARs kasi it just makes your it can make the wound heal better. Okay, there are other modalities which I use again for wound healing. That would be ozone therapy, um, yeah, these things. Okay.
Thank you, Doc. Okay, for our next question, this is somehow related on our first question tonight. This came from our viewer for tonight, Mr. Chito Villanueva. Doc, if the mass moves with the skin, what does that indicate? Thank you.
Yeah, if the mass moves with the skin, ibig sabihin, movable siya. So if it is movable, it just points or it just tells the doctor na, ay, okay, baka benign ito. That's just it. That's just it. Okay? However, hindi siya 100%. Kasi may mga tumor na movable, cancer pala. Okay? So, ano to ha, be careful of interpreting this ha. It should be interpreted together with other clinical data. Okay? And usually, dapat confirm yan through imaging. Okay? Like ultrasound, X-ray, CT scan, these stuff. Okay?
Thank you, Doc. That's right. You have to consult to physician, oncologist, or a doctor upon seeing this cyst or whatsoever lump on your body. For those of you who wish to have a consult with Doc Jansen Kalalan, the link to schedule an appointment is in the description box and comment section below. Okay, for our next question from Cheryl. Hello po, ang PPARs po ba pwede sa may diabetes? If so, ano pong benefits niya pag nag-take nito?
Yes, definitely. PPARs can be used for patients who are diabetic. In fact, there are medications na PPAR agonist. Yes. Okay. Example, fenofibrate. Another one is pioglitazone. PPAR agonists yung mga yan. However, itong mga medications na to, they only target one specific PPAR receptor. Simply Nature PPARs have PPAR agonists similar to these medications, but they target all PPAR receptors. Okay? Now, what are the benefits of PPAR agonists? How does it work for diabetic patients? PPAR agonists can make your body more sensitive to insulin again. Okay? So, why is this insulin resistant very important? No? Kasi typically, if for a normal person, syempre, if after we eat, tataas yung blood sugar, and what the body do to lower blood sugar, it produces insulin. So, pag nag-produce ng insulin, yung sugar, bababa yung blood sugar. Okay, that's normal. In diabetic, kumain ka, tumaas yung blood sugar, yung katawan mo mag-produce ng insulin, pero yung blood sugar mo hindi mo bababa. That's why when you go for blood test, fasting blood sugar, mataas siya. Okay, that's diabetes. So there is insensitivity or resistance to the effect of insulin. So itong itong insulin resistance, pinapababa ng PPARs. Okay, so that's just one. Another one is for your triglycerides. So fat intake, no, can increase insulin resistance. Okay, it makes your body less sensitive to insulin, so the insulin works less. Okay, so PPAR agonists can also lower your triglyceride levels. So that's another benefit for diabetic. And of course, lastly, nutrients. No, so that will feed the disease cells of your body so that they can recover and your body will be stronger in general. Okay, so those are some of the benefits, no, for diabetic patients.
Thank you, Doc Jansen. For our next question, this question is perfect for Mr. Shyan Lim. The question is, how does PPARs help with the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation therapy? Is there a chance for a cancer to reoccur even if the medication and treatment are already finished? Sir
Doc,
Shyan?
you want to take that a bit first?
Yeah, okay. So I'll
Okay.
take that take that first, no? Yeah. So the role of Simply Nature PPARs in cancer care is to ensure the body is strong enough while the patient is undergoing chemotherapy, radiation therapy. So typically, what are the common side effects of chemo and radiation? It's immunosuppression. So your immune system goes down. No, that's one. Blood counts goes down. And studies have shown that when Simply Nature PPARs is given together with chemotherapeutic drugs like cisplatin, oxaliplatin, it protects the bone marrow. And together with the protection of the bone marrow, the blood cell counts do not go down that much. Okay? So that's one benefit, no, which the clinical studies have shown. Another one is, but this is in laboratory setup, no, it's that they found that Simply Nature PPARs can induce apoptosis. Ibig sabihin, it can induce cancer cell death. Okay? So those are some, no, for cancer care.
All right, thank you, Doc Jansen. I apologize, everybody. Just now I was rushing from the office, finally made it to my other studio. So good to join you. I think you guys saw me like scrambling, setting up just a moment ago. Apologies. I also want to say a big thank you to everybody. We have a good number of viewers today. A big thank you to all of you to join us. So let me answer that question. As Doc Jansen said, yeah, PPARs can help reduce and protect yourself from the damage of chemotherapy. But not only that, right? After you finish chemotherapy treatments and in between chemotherapy treatments, the PPAR protocol will also strengthen your immune system. All right. One very important way is actually increase your red blood cell and white blood cell counts. Right. So if you're going for treatment, any treatment from chemotherapy to hormonal therapy to immunotherapy, this aspect of what the PPAR protocol does for your immune system is very important, all right? Especially if you're using novel drugs or experimental drugs. They often damage your bone marrow and affect your red blood cell count. So that's one. Number two, when you use the PPAR protocols, do remember it still has all the positive effects of lowering your blood sugar, managing your blood cholesterol, dealing with inflammation in your body. So all these are very important aspects of doing well when you fight cancer. You know, when you're fighting cancer, your kidney and liver condition is a very important factor in how well you do, right? So if your kidney and liver is not doing well, it will complicate your fight against cancer. It will jeopardize your recovery. It may even create other issues, medical issues that make fighting cancer very difficult. You know, many cancer patients don't actually die from chemotherapy or cancer. So for example, there was a patient that was doing very well. Then he or she stopped using PPARs for a while, I think because they live in the province. And what happened that in that short time, she felt sick and she went to the hospital and it developed into pneumonia. And the patient actually died from pneumonia because she was already weakened by the whole cancer process. So again, as you fight cancer, you also want to take good care of the rest of your health. And the PPAR protocol is one that will actually achieve that. So I think that's why we are the best supplementation that you can take while you're undergoing cancer. So I hope that answers more than the question you've asked. Yeah. Jessa, next question. Jessa, you're on mute.
I'm so sorry. Thank you, Sir Sean, for your insights on effects of PPARs while having chemotherapy and radiation therapy. So, speaking of these treatments for our cancer patient, Sir Sean, Doc Jansen, what do you think is the best gift for our cancer patients struggling this holiday season?
Doc Jansen?
Yeah, the best gift I think for me, would be quality of life, just to make their health a little bit just to make their health a little bit stronger, because sometimes patients are faced with impossible situations, right? And we cannot promise them, cure when in fact there's very low hope already. So we have to be realistic as well. And I think, no, if there's something that we can give uh patients right now who are very, very sick, it's just to, you know, relieve their pain even a little bit. Relieve, yeah, improve their sense of well-being even just a little bit. Okay,
No,
and
that's
it is definitely possible to achieve.
no, that's an answer that did not come into my mind. I wanted to say pipa tablets or pipa extracts, but I think your answer is the best answer. I think the best gift that we can give a cancer patient during this holiday season. I mean, let's be specific. I mean, the best gift is to be cured, to become cancer free, right? But for the holiday seasons, for this next 3 weeks, whether it's early stage or late stage, I think it is the season where families come together, where you meet your loved ones. So I think the best gift during this season is what Dr. Jansen said. If you can give the improvement in the quality of life, strength, relief from pain, so that you can enjoy the company, you can enjoy the gathering of your family members, right? And maybe, no, I'm not gonna say cheat day. No, there's no cheat day, all right? If you are cancer, there's no cheat day. Don't say you eat a lot of ham today, tomorrow is no, because one terrible meal could change the direction of your treatment progress. So stay on track, all right? Still watch what you eat. With regards to now, we are about 11 days away from Christmas. So honestly, what you can do is, if it's possible, go on the PIPA extract protocols. I am very certain that there will be significant, measurable improvement in the quality of life, from energy to improvement of focus. We have many patients who were bedridden within like 3-5 days. They can actually sit up. So I remember one that hit my heart very hard, because there was a patient, one of our doctor's patients, and it's a hospice already. So patient had spent more than 6 million pesos on their cancer treatment, and so much chemotherapy, and I think they even did radiation therapy on the brain. So the doctors at that point said, nothing we can do. And very, very, very touching is that the patient's brother was a priest. So she was warded into the hospice, a Catholic hospice, and the patient's older sister actually flew from UK. She's a nurse in UK, which is how she had the money to pay for 6 million pesos worth of medical bills. She came, and the patient was actually in a comatose state, not responsive, and so on and so forth, because of all the treatment. So miraculously, with one box of liquid, within 10 days, the sister actually became lucid. And I saw the patient, because I went to visit her in the hospice. She was sitting up, her eyes were clear, her mind was clear. She had a great 3-4 days with her sister, her younger sister. They were talking, and then unfortunately, the patient, it was too late, but the patient did go after 2 weeks. But she was able to have wonderful 2 weeks talking to her sister. The doctor that was looking after her said, sayang, if only she had taken the pipa extracts when she was undergoing chemotherapy, then she wouldn't be in this state. So, Doc, I think your answer is the perfect answer for the season, if we can give them a quality of life. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sir Shyan and Doc Jansen. And I agree with both of you. The best gift to receive or give for our loved ones battling with cancer is no other than the gift of health. And we, Simply Nature, are here with you guys to give comfort and emotional support during these tough times of your cancer care journey. Okay, so I guess we can move forward to the next question.
Yeah,
This is
Jeff,
from-
I saw a question I wanted to answer. This is Miss Aspera. She asked, I think her mom has colon cancer stage 4 and undergoing chemotherapy.
Okay.
Can she take our PIPA protocols? The answer is an absolute yes. Okay. If you want more confidence, or you want to ask questions, you want to check exactly what chemotherapy drugs your mom is taking, and how to combine it with PIPA protocols, please set up a consult with Dr. Jansen. So that will give you the peace of mind, because your next question you ask is, do you need clearance from your doctor to do this? Well, my answer to you is most doctors will tell you don't take any supplements while you're in their care, especially if you're in the hospital. All right. The reason for this is because there are 1,001 different types, there are 1,001 products out there in the market, and the doctors don't know all these products. So they only know drugs. Doctors only study drugs. So anything that's not a drug, the doctor would be hesitant to say yes. So if you ask your doctor and he say yes, and he's thinking, if anything happens, I'm responsible. All right. So that's why your doctor will tell you, no, don't take anything. So the good news is that you can actually have a consult with Dr. Jansen. He is a doctor, and then he will be able to give you that confidence. And if you want our medical representatives to talk to your oncologist, if you really want us to talk to your oncologist so that they also understand what you're going to give your mom, then just give us a message in Messenger. Tell us your doctor's name, which hospital they are in, and we don't mind. We'll send our med reps down to have an appointment with him if he's willing to speak to us, right? So we deal with top doctors. One of our newest doctors is from the National Children's Hospital. She's one of the top oncologists in the nation for her specialty. So you can see, and I believe very soon our extract is going to be even published in MIMS. MIMS is basically the encyclopedia or the reference books for doctors using for all their drugs and everything. So come 2024, I think in January, it'll be published in the next issue of MIMS. So next time you can tell your doctor, look at the issue, and they can search, and then they'll know, oh, this is actually inside MIMS, and then that will give them the confidence. So it's up to you whether you want to ask your doctor or not. But again, I think their answer is, oh, supplements, don't take any supplements while they're under my care. But it's not because our products are not approved, it's because they're not familiar with it, and they're just being responsible. Again, if you want confidence, have a consult with Dr. Jansen. Okay.
Thank you, Sir Shyan. Okay. Thank you, Sir Shyan. So I guess we can move forward to another question from our viewers for tonight. This is from Miss Noemi Elona Veras. How about having sore throat after having immunotherapy of trastuzumab? Is it the side effects? Though after 2 weeks, it just vanish. It usually comes and go. Doc Jansen?
The next question is, does this occur every time you undergo the trastuzumab treatment? Because if it's not, then it's probably a viral infection only. Okay? And probably not related to the trastuzumab therapy. It's actually the first time I've heard of this side effect, no? In a patient that's receiving trastuzumab, and I've seen a lot of patients who's undergoing trastuzumab therapy. So the first thing that comes to my mind is, this is probably just a viral infection, no? And remember, it went away after 2 weeks. So that's a typical course of time for viral infection. Actually, any viral infection, no? Especially the common ones that we have nowadays. Especially nowadays, because there's a very strong virus. Yeah. I don't know how this came about, but it has been a month that this virus has been circulating around everywhere, right? I've suffered a very strong flu as well the past month. Some of my family members are sick now, and yeah, the symptoms are quite severe. But then again, it's a viral infection, it's an ordinary viral infection, no? So be careful, guys. All right. But I hope I answered the question of the viewer.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add to that is that just goes to show you, right? When you're undergoing chemotherapy or cancer treatment, don't forget the other illnesses that many normal people have. You are also susceptible to that, from cough, flu, diabetes, high blood cholesterol, high blood pressure. All these are still things, CKD, kidney disease. All these things can still happen when you are a cancer patient. So it doesn't mean because you have cancer, the other diseases don't impact you. So taking care of your health is important. This is where supplementation, lifestyle modification are all important. So take care of yourself so that you can fight cancer at the best with the peak of your health. Yeah.
Thank you,
Jessa?
Sir Sean and Doc Jansen. Another question from our audience for tonight. This is from Miss Berlin Tokol. Doc, I got a checkup a lot of times already, and my doctor said that it was just benign and it is just a breast mass, but it changes its appearance, and I noticed some wounds on it. Is it cancerous?
Mm.
Chances are it is. So, my advice to you now is follow up with your doctor. Okay? Go find a very good breast surgeon if possible. I know one, Dr. JB Katapia I think would be the the best doctor to handle your case. Yeah, Dr. JB Katapia. But right now, you have to go back to your doctor because that is a sign of malignancy, especially if over the skin over the mass, the breast mass, there are some skin changes. Your skin probably looks like the peel of an orange, or there is wound, no, some secretions that's coming out, whether it's blood or some fluid, some water, no, these are warning signs. Okay, so you have to get checked.
I want to add to this because you originally said that your doctor said your tumor is benign. So if any other viewers that are listening or watching right now, if you have a tumor that is benign, all right, then you know what? Since your doctor would say that you don't have to go for chemotherapy, you don't have to do immunotherapy, surgery is optional because it's benign, then I want to say that use Simply Nature Pipa powder extract. All right. Since it's benign, liquid extract might not be necessary. Because liquid extract is the most powerful, but it is also financially the most costly. So since it's benign, you can choose to use the powder extract, which is very powerful also, because the extracts, the powder extract and the liquid extracts, your body has a way to remove tumors, even benign tumors. All right. So if you take Simply Nature Pipa powder extract, that could be one way how you would cause your tumor to disappear, to be resolved on its own. Okay. So since it's benign, surgery might not be maybe not be necessary. It may only be an option. So you don't just want to leave a benign tumor in your body. If you can do something about it, do something about it, right? So take Simply Nature Pipa extracts for those viewers who have benign tumors, because it also gets rid of benign tumors. Now, for the patient that Dr. Jansen's, please do not ignore Dr. Jansen's advice. I think it's very, very true. We have met so many cancer patients. The symptoms that you're showing points to it being malignant, which means it's likely cancer. If you're very uncomfortable, I think seek a second opinion or go and see Dr. Jimmy Katapia, whom we all trust and who has appeared on this program numerous times as well. Yeah, thank you, Jessa.
Thank you, Sir Sean and Doc Jansen. Another question from Cheryl. I was diagnosed with fluid in the lungs. Is it okay to take PPARs?
Oh, let me handle this one. Then Doc, you add.
Sir
Okay.
Sean.
Absolutely. All right. Edema. Okay. Number one, when you have fluid in your lungs, you do want to make sure that it doesn't become an infection. So you definitely want to boost your immune system. You want to manage your immune response when something has invaded your lungs as well. So PPARs is a great it's a great protocol to take. Of course, I think Dr. Johnson will advise you there are medical drugs and procedures that might be necessary. But on the supplementation side, on the natural side, on the non-drug side, yes, please go and take PPAR. Dr. Johnson will advise you based on your condition whether the powder extract is necessary or soft gels will be already good enough. Dr. Johnson?
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now the pleural effusion. So this is coming from a medical point of view already, So, first of all, I would want to find out first what the root cause of the pleural effusion is. So that's the medical term for fluid in your lungs. So there are a number of factors which can cause that. So number one is infection. Number two is if you have cancer, okay, cancer which metastasizes to the lungs or lung cancer itself. Number three would be heart issues. If you have congestive heart failure, then fluid in the lungs can happen as well. If you have CKD, okay, you are peeing away your protein, then yes, water can fill your lungs as well. Liver diseases can also do this. Okay. Essentially, when the protein levels inside your body goes down, then it can happen, right? So these are just a number of causes that we have to look into. But each of these diseases, we can use Simply Nature PPARs, and I would actually encourage you to do so. But of course, it will not just it's not the tool
Primary.
it's not the tool to reduce the fluid. Okay, the main thing that you have to do to remove the fluid is to drain it, especially if it's massive in amount. Okay, it has to be drained, and of course we have to prevent it from happening again. Okay, so typically your oncos, your surgeons, your pulmonologists would know how to do so. So I suggest for you to go to them. But of course, we have to make sure that your body is strong enough. Um, we need to do the modalities the strategies that that might be effective for you, know, that I know of. So that one is Simply Nature PPARs. Another one is ozone therapy, but we have to be careful, no, when administering it. What else? I think those are the two two modalities that would make sense. But I would have to look into your case, you know, so I can make the a more appropriate recommendation. So that's it.
So I think one important thing that we're learning tonight is this to help your doctor's treatment become more effective, right? So that's an important concept for everyone to know, right? We always hear a person go to hospital and then maybe they didn't do well, they didn't react well with the treatment, some complications happen, and supposed to be a simple surgery, it didn't go well, there was, the bleeding didn't stop, things like that. Went in for pneumonia, in fact got sepsis instead, there's a accidental infection in somewhere else. So all this means that actually when you go, there are things that you can do to make your doctor's treatment even better. And the whole simple concept is to, number one, strengthen your immune system. How? By increasing your red blood cell, white blood cell counts, okay, by increasing the activity of your macrophage cell, natural killer cells. That's what actually PPAR does. Lowering inflammation, right? When you lower inflammation, you avoid the risk of cytokine storms. I mean, I'm putting it very plainly. That means inflation going haywire, complicating your situation. You got to make sure your kidney, liver functions are working well, because whatever drugs you take in, they will have effect. Your body will have to detox the side compounds that arise from the reaction with the drug, and the drug itself has to be removed from your system as well, right? Especially if you have a serious illness, then the drugs being used are very strong. So the stronger your kidney, the stronger your liver, the better you undergo all these procedures. So there are many things tonight. The questions all lead us to a new understanding. You can increase your chances of even simple procedures of making it a good recovery, fast recovery, good effect with very little side effects by preparing your body for medical treatment. So Simply Nature PPARs is a very catch-all because it handles the key important things, increase your immune system specifically. The way I mentioned, it reduces inflammation. It also manages your blood sugar, blood cholesterol. So all that's going to put you in a good position. Remember, COVID-19, if you have comorbidities, that's when you have the risk of dying, right? So comorbidities are like diabetes, high blood cholesterol, and all that. So if you take Simply Nature PPAR tablets or soft gels, that will help control these comorbidities. When you receive your medical treatment, you will be in a better condition. Right? So thank you, Dr. Jansen, for highlighting all these points there. Jessa?
Thank you, Sir Sean and Doc Jansen. Our next question is very suitable this holiday season because we Filipinos love to eat during Christmas. What is the
Yes.
best what is the best herbal medicine for constipation and irregular bowel movement?
Why are you looking for an herbal supplement? Why not, take in all herbs that you can find, no? High fiber diet, plant-based diet,
Yeah.
okay? So that's the best, okay? So don't just look for, one solution. It's in front of you. I mean, yeah, just have to eat properly, then the constipation will go away. And if you still need assistance, try cleansing plus. Yeah.
Oh, I just saw a doc. Very good response. There is a viewer who, Miss Sansha Stark. She said that also happened to me. 2 ultrasound tests showed benign, but the skin color became purplish. When I sought opinion, it's malignant. So, to the first original viewer who asked this question, look, wonderful. Our community is actually contributing, doc, not just the two of us. So it's there you go. So I hope that encouragement will spur the first viewer to take immediate action. It's Christmas season, but make an appointment with your doctor tomorrow. It's first thing tomorrow morning. All right, because when breast cancer is discovered in its early stages, the success rate is more than 90%. All right, so it may be your first Christmas present, early detection, and that will mean very most likely you'll be totally fine. Yeah. Jessa?
Thank you, Sir Sean and Doc. So another question is Mr. Near Colin. Does all chemo patient undergo hair loss? What are the supplements to lessen or prevent hair fall?
First of all, why are you so concerned about your hair when you have cancer? Anyway, joking aside, I know, of course, I understand, no? Of course, we still want to look good, right? So here's the thing. Not all patients lose hair when they're undergoing chemo. Some patients do lose hair. It's because of the fact that chemotherapy um, induces a very strong oxidative stress on the body. So this is oxidative stress, no? So this is the main reason why our hair, hair falls off. Okay. So how can we mitigate this? One way is to make sure that your antioxidant system is strong. Okay, so that's one. This is in theory, okay? And of course, appropriate nutrients, proper nutrients that should be fed to your body. So in principle, this is how I think it can help. All right. However, here's the thing, though. Realistically speaking, it's very difficult to prevent hair fall during chemotherapy if you will really lose hair. If you don't lose hair, then you won't. But if you do lose hair, it's very difficult to, mitigate further hair loss. Okay? Yeah. However, here are so strategy would be nutrition and antioxidants, right? So from the get-go, I am thinking of, hey, um, you can take supplements, but the supplements have to be very strong antioxidants. So you can try Simply Nature PPARs, the liquid, no. Try it. However, I'll be honest here, no? Completely honest. Okay, I haven't. I've seen a lot of patients, even if they take the PPARs liquid, they still lose hair. Okay, but they're strong. I mean, they're smiling. They go to work, but they don't have. Hair fall. No, they're bald, uh, essentially. Another one that I can think of is ozone therapy. Although ozone therapy, I'm not quite sure if it will work, but in principle, it should. Okay? So if you want to try these things, then we can. Yeah, but um, the main purpose of these treatments would not to prevent your hair from falling. Okay, it's to basically make your body strong, make your immune system strong to kill the cancer, okay, and for you to survive. No, and rest assured, after the chemotherapy cycles, once you finish all of them, your hair will grow back. So, no worries about that.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to also say that, I used to wonder why patients need to shave their head because of Dominic, right? So to all cancer patients, I think one thing nice, that one approach you can do is to, they say steer the boat into the wind, you know. That means shave your head so that even if you do have hair drop, you won't be able to tell. So I realized one of the strategies why cancer patients are encouraged to shave their head is so that if your hair drops, is you yourself find it hard to notice, because when you have a crew cut, you can't really tell whether hair is falling. When you keep long hair, when your hair drops, you see it in your shower drain, diba? And then you feel so emotionally stressed. And then you say, the more you stress, the more hair drops out. So, so one of the reasons why, just take the plunge, right? Go and find sexy bandana style. Learn how to tie very colorful bandanas on your head, and just take ownership of it. This is so that you don't even think about it, right? When you shave your head and it's crew cut, if any hair drops, it will disappear in the water when you wash your hair. You won't be able to see it. So psychologically, you'll be in a positive state of mind. You don't want to add stress to yourself. Okay, so that's one good reason. Then another good reason, you can try a new fashion style. Buy lots of scarves, right, for your headdress. Okay, the next thing I want to encourage you is we have many cancer patients. Like we have cancer patients who are 90 years old. So I remember one that's really funny. The cancer patient is 90 years old, and then the daughter comes and tell us, my father's white hair is he's growing black hair. The roots are becoming black. Okay. So what I'm just sharing with you is that when you are on like Simply Nature BPA protocols, once your cancer protocols are over, when you finish your chemotherapy, you know, if an old man's white hair starts to turn black, so he ends up with salt and pepper hair instead of white hair, just imagine what it would do for you to grow back your hair once you stop your chemotherapy. So that's another thing you can look forward to, all right? Yeah, but of course, as Dr. Jansen says, the main reason why you're taking Simply Nature PPARs is actually to protect your bone marrow when you're undergoing chemotherapy. You don't want your red blood cell, white blood cell counts to drop, all right? Yeah. Thank you, Jessa.
Thank you, Doc Jansen and Sir Shan. That's right. Don't stress too much on hair fall or hair loss. For sure, those crowning glory will grow again sooner.
Yes.
For now, wrap those bandanas and the pretty hats on your home so you can still get fashionably and
yeah, you can be
pretty.
pretty Christmas elf this year, right?
Yes, you can wear Santa hat if you want, just to feel the spirit of Christmas.
Yes.
Okay, so for I guess this will be our last question for tonight, and this is very relevant nowadays, since the case of HIV or STDs in the Philippines are quite high right now. So this question came from Richin Godslab Coborado Ariz. Is it okay to take PPARs while having HIV treatment?
Okay, this one is going to be, wow, this is a crazy one. We just did a taping of a HIV patient who had a Steven Johnson syndrome, all right? So that's a reaction to drugs. And basically, and his CD4 count was in the low single digits, if I remember correctly, and it increased to 80, something like that, all right? So normally that in itself is a miracle to have the CD4 count for HIV patient. Okay, so we were very fortunate that this patient with his mom and his aunt actually flew down to Metro Manila, and we had an in-depth interview with the patient. Now our editing team is just finding a way to make sure we're editing it again and again to make sure that we protect the identity of this patient. But you know, next year you can look forward to a special on this one. So yes, what's very promising is that since our PIPA protocols, what it does is it modulates your immune response. So there is a good chance. Okay, I want to really I want to really measure my words properly. We have cases where it actually worked for HIV patients. All right. So I want to encourage you that since HIV is such a serious illness, there is definitely no harm trying. And don't forget, PPARs does help with the other functions in the body, like your blood sugar, blood cholesterol, all that. So HIV patients, you don't want to have any comorbidities as a HIV patient, because then any disease that you get, if you're like diabetes, compromises your immune system, right? So you don't want to have any of that. So yes, the answer is absolute yes, you can take it as HIV patient, and then we can even use it as a right now as a something as an adjunct therapy, right? And we are hoping as we do more cases with HIV patients, we can see more concrete. We will know under what circumstances our protocol actually can create that effect that it did for that HIV patient now from the province. The good news is this patient now is actually back at work, right? He's living a normal life. So that's the good news. So I hope that's my Christmas present to you. Okay, that is actually hope that someone has reacted very well to it. Yeah, and he at that point, when because of Stevens-Johnson syndrome, he was not using any other supplements or drugs. He was just only taking the Simply Nature PPAR liquid extract. And in a matter of less than a week, he actually recovered, and then his CD4 levels actually went up. Yeah, Doc, you want to share maybe what are the possible signs behind how it could work for HIV patients?
Yeah, in theory, here's how it can work, right? So HIV is it's a viral infection, no? So human immunodeficiency virus. So what the virus mainly destroys is your T cells. So T cells are a part of your immune system. So they're a type of soldier. This is quite similar to, in the army, right? You have snipers, you have DBCs, yeah. It's one type of yeah, so T cells. So they're named T cells, a type of white blood cell. So they mainly destroy them. Uh, if your CD4 T cell count significantly goes down, then other opportunistic infections will happen. So opportunistic infections are, infections, the cause of these infections, the microbes, are present inside your body. It's just that they do not manifest because you have an intact immune system. They are being killed off as they multiply or as they grow. And since your immune system was, eradicated because of the virus, then that's the time when these opportunistic infections come up. And when you have those opportunistic infections already, then that is the time that we call your condition as AIDS. Okay? So AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Now, um, going back to HIV, how can we help increase your white blood cell counts? So number one, you have to take the medication. There's no way because the medication will hinder the replication of the virus. Okay. Number two is to uh, make sure your body produces more white blood cell count. So that now relies on how healthy you are. Yeah, Simply Nature Peepers can do that because Simply Nature Peepers activates it activates genetic pathways that stimulate cell differentiation or cell maturity. So that's basically how it works. So you are addressing the issue on two fronts. Number one, you're hindering the replication of the virus. And number two, you are stimulating the production of white blood cells. Okay, so in theory, that's how. And of course, one other thing, we also have to kill the virus. Okay, so other modalities that can help kill the virus would be ozone therapy. So I mentioned a while ago two benefits that we can get from ozone therapy, which is immunomodulatory and antioxidant or antioxidative. Another one, which is the last, is germicidal. Okay. How is it germicidal? By germicidal, it means that it can kill viruses, bacteria, and fungi. Okay. All these three are issues among HIV patients, among AIDS patients. Okay. So, with ozone therapy, with its germicidal effect, how does it destroy the viruses, these microbes? It's by way of producing hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, when you buy them in the market, right? It's an antiseptic, no? You put it on the wound to clean the wound, essentially to kill the bacteria and these things. So when you take in when you take in ozone therapy, likewise, your body produces hydrogen peroxide. The hydrogen peroxide will now be used by the body to kill off the invaders, the microbes. So that's how germicidal it is. In fact, ozone therapy is also used to treat diabetic wound infections, non-healing wounds. Okay, and I've seen a lot of cases presented to us which have really wonderful effects. So the patient a while ago, the patient developed SJS, right? Steven Johnson syndrome.
Yep.
Steven
Yep.
Johnson syndrome. When you look at that patient, he looked like a burn patient.
Yeah.
Burn patient. Okay, so ozone therapy would be wonderful as well for that patient. Okay, so there you have it. Those are some of the ways on how I think it would help HIV cases.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you, Doc Johnson, for the great analogy on how T cells work in our body, and Sir Shan for encouraging messages. Yes, we heard it right. Our immune system response weaken and destroy once HIV enter the body. So we need some immune system boost, and we have a lot of therapies to choose from. And of course, we have our immune system body, PPARs. Okay. It looks like we have covered all our questions for tonight, and I am afraid that that's all what we got time for today. Sorry, I can still see a lot of questions coming from, but if you have any follow-up question, don't worry, we will answer each of your question next webinar or via direct message. Just feel free to message our CSO and our direct questions. As we draw the curtains on tonight's conversation, kindly give our viewers your parting words, Sir Sean.
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas again, and I want to reiterate what Dr. Johnson said. I think the best gift we can give all our viewers, especially those who are patients, is the quality of life. Now, to the rest of our viewers who are actually healthy people and tune in because they want to learn more about cancer and health, it's still the same gift. I think as the world goes crazy, from all the economic, geopolitics, and everything that's happening, at the end of the day, I think being healthy is so important. I myself actually the last 1 week, Doc, I don't know whether you noticed, I slimmed down quite a lot. I actually lost 3 kilograms, which is about 6.6 pounds in 1 week. Right, and I did that very healthily. All right, I did that very healthily. My wife is very happy because despite eating lots of PIPA tablets, my wife always complained that I eat a little bit of bread with my butter. So the butter is as thick as the bread. So no, and this is again just to show everybody, I'm the PPAR expert, and I share with you how amazing PPARs is to help with blood cholesterol and everything. But even when you take powerful supplements like blood cholesterol, like PPAR tablets, you still have to do your part. You can't eat butter this thick. Yeah, I actually put like this much butter. Yeah, the bread roll that you get, dinner rolls, and then those portable butter, so small packs. I take 1 pack for 1/4 of a normal dinner roll. All right, so normal dinner roll, I will finish 4 packs of the small butter. So you know how terrible that is. Confession time. So again, I just want to share with everybody, everything that we share, we try to be as truthful as possible, give you as realistic as possible. PPARs is powerful. However, you still gotta watch your lifestyle. If there's any truly bad habits like my love for butter, you got to still change that in order to achieve the healthy life that you want. So I guess that's my honest gift for you this Christmas. As great as PPARS is, you got to also make lifestyle changes to achieve the health that you want. So Doc, your turn.
Yeah, I think for my parting words, let me tell you a story. This is the story of one of my patients. So everybody get encouraged. So this patient of mine just visited me early this week, and she went to me. She was a lung cancer stage 3 patient. So initially, we were quite worried that she might not make it because her oxygen levels are going down and she's quite weak. She cannot even, eat solid foods. Now, we did a lot of things on her, prepared her body. She's taking targeted therapy, gefitinib. We did vitamin C drips on her, ozone therapy, signature PPARs, all of these things to prepare her body for the gefitinib treatment. Uh, Lo and behold, though, just within a week of gefitinib treatment, she expectorated blood, and we think that it was the tumors because
Wow, she literally coughed the tumor out.
yes, I think so. I think so because her oxygen levels improved afterwards. Yeah. So
Wow.
in just a month, yeah, in just a month, no, her tumors on her neck disappeared already.
Wow.
Both, just above the clavicle here, no, just above the collarbone. So
Wow.
there are a lot of multiple lymph nodes previously there, which are now gone. And when I tried to listen to her lungs, it's clear. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, she's already, I think, into her second month of gefitinib therapy, and we've been doing ozone therapy on her ever since she started seeing me. Now she's on to her last session of ozone therapy. I think, yeah, by the last week of December, no, December 26, I believe. So by January, we are optimistic. I'm really optimistic. Everybody is, her family, the patient herself is optimistic on what we will see um, on her next scan. Because right now, how she lives, man, she can walk 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers. She went to the market and she went to find vegetables. 2 kilometers, imagine. She can already eat, solid foods. She's comfortable. She doesn't need inhalers already. And yeah, it's essentially, she's as good as normal actually if you look at her. So this is the best. I think this is the best gift for this Christmas, no, for her and her family, right? So I hope and pray that everybody, each and every viewer watching us tonight, also get to have the same gift, no? So that's it, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Doc Jansen and Sir Sean. And I guess that's it. We hope to see you all in our future webinars to come. Same day, same time, every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Next week, Thursday, we're going to have another special presentation about cancer. And before this webinar end, we have some important announcement. I know we are all here to invest in our health, so let us help prepare our tummy and our whole being this upcoming holiday reunions and food explorations. We are still on sale on Lazada till December 16, so it is not too late to grab and add to cart your presents for your loved ones. And don't worry, our Kickstart or Power Pack is also still available for detoxification and immune system boost through complete nutrition. So do not wait for the holiday rush, but I guess it's already holiday rush. So get the best gift of health. The management has approved a buy 10 get one free as advance Merry Christmas. Thank you all. Thank you once again for watching Simply Nature webinar powered by SMG or Simply Healed Medical Group, because your curiosity about your health condition and your victory over cancer and metabolic diseases is what keep us going. Because here in Simply Nature, we are always with you from start to healing. Thank you everyone. Good night and God bless you all. Merry Christmas.